Welcome to Everything Guns, #1 rated podcast in the nation.
Okay.
By us.
But yeah. Okay. Good opening. How's it sound on this one? Because
That's better than last time. We apologize for that.
yeah, that was terrible. Yeah.
My volume was good last time.
Yeah, you were supposed to check the volume on mine. It
I
was
had
terrible.
it checked. Stay in the microphone.
I'm in the microphone.
All right.
Pay attention to the show while it's going on. All right, let's just jump right into it. Let's start off with some use of force reviews. I've got several. This segment brought to you by Misty Made It. For all your craft needs, check out Misty Made It on Instagram and Facebook. Use discount code Everything Guns for 10% off your first order. It's pretty good stuff. I think Misty might be a guest on our next episode. So I'll jump right into the first use of force review. This is out of, I don't remember where it's out of. More of a kind of a road rage incident where a driver of a truck apparently cut off a motorcycle. He was turning right on red, which you could do where he was at. And the motorcycle driver got upset. They're arguing back and forth. Truck turns off the side of the road, stops on the side of the road, gets out. Motorcycle pulls off. He's got his wife on the back of the motorcycle. He gets off the motorcycle. But the guy gets out of the truck with a knife in his hand. So the guy gets off the motorcycle, puts on a pair of brass knuckles.
Yeah, he's ready to fight.
Yeah, he was ready.
Brass knuckles are illegal.
I don't know I can't remember where it is at. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess it's going to depend on where you are. But regardless, he was going to.
You
That's
can
what he
use
did.
a roll of quarters for that, too.
Yeah. I don't think he had a roll of quarters. He had a brass knuckles in his pockets. But anyway, so the driver apparently swings the knife at him. And after he did that, the motorcycle guy pulls a gun.
Okay.
At that point, they argue back and forth. And now the guy driving the truck calls 911, saying that the motorcycle guy pulled a gun on him.
Yep.
So he was the first one to call 911. Police show up. They get both sides of the story. They put both guys in handcuffs first thing. I mean, as soon as the police roll up, they put both guys in handcuffs.
They have no idea what's going on.
They don't. What looked out for the guy on the motorcycle was there were several witnesses. There was some road work going on, some utility work. So a bunch of those guys seen the whole thing from start to finish. The wife on the motorcycle, she was videoing it all.
Oh, that's good.
It was, the guy that called 911, he said, watch the video. It'll prove everything I'm saying. Well,
What did he cry? Would he forget what he did?
Yes. I guess he thought he could just jump out with a knife. But, so the utility drivers or utility workers told the police that he had a knife when he got out of the vehicle. The video showed it. So before we start talking about the use of force, he ended up getting arrested.
Yeah,
Which is, he was the instigator. He started the fight. They were defending themselves against a knife.
Yeah.
I guess those old adage, don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Well, he's lucky he didn't get shot.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get shot. Guy swung a knife at him. He's lucky.
Yeah,
he didn't
he's
shoot
lucky he didn't get shot.
him. I think when we talk about it, that's what we can. I think he was been justified
I do too.
to shoot if the guy come at him with a knife as an aggressor, and it's deadly force. So he could definitely legally shot. We talk about this all the time. You've got to avoid these type of situations.
Just go on.
My gosh.
Go on. It's
So-
dang 2 seconds on the road, and you're going to
He
chance
said,
either killing somebody, getting killed, or going to jail for stupid something happened on the road.
Yeah, he
I
said
don't get
he
that.
said he didn't cut him off, but he just made a right turn on red. But I
It don't
guarantee
matter.
you,
Well, he already
cut
lied
that-
about the knife.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guarantee you, he
Yeah.
cut that motorcycle. He probably didn't even see the guy on the motorcycle.
probably. But it still ain't worth pulling over and getting the fight over.
And the
Crap.
guy on the motorcycle should have just went on.
Yeah, people, especially with his wife on
With
the
his
back.
wife on the
People
back.
make mistakes. People mess up driving.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember a time when we was coming out from the
Oh,
land.
here we go. That was not my fault.
Coming out from the land, you taking a left turn, turn right out in front of somebody.
I
Got
turned
the
out in front of him.
You got the old double bird out the sunroof.
Dude, put both hands up.
We didn't pull over and go fight him over that.
We're still amazed you got both hands up and continue to drive. Both.
Double bird.
That wasn't I didn't pull that in front
Oh,
of
you pulled out in
I
front
was
of him. But
playing.
anyway,
Whatever.
but you just got to go on with life.
Yeah,
It
you,
ain't-
you gotta let that go.
That stuff. Sorry. So
Both of
that's
them-
the first
both
thing.
of them should let
Both
it
of
go.
them should have went on.
Yeah.
All right. Second thing, and I guess he didn't. He got off and was ready to fight.
Well, he
Fist
was the
fight. He
aggressor
wouldn't-
from the start, coming
truck
out of your
guy.
vehicle with a knife. You
Yeah,
can't do
truck
that.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other guy was going to definitely fight.
Oh yeah, he was ready to go, but he wasn't pulling out a.
No,
I mean, he did pull out some brass
not until he
knuckles.
seen the knife, I don't
Oh, okay.
think. And then he decided once the guy swung the knife at him, okay, well,
Yeah.
let's bring a gun into this.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised he had. He didn't shoot him.
So, like I say,
That's some,
we always talk about being the first one to call 911 because, normally you're going to be treated as the innocent person. This was a good case. If there hadn't been witnesses in the video, he probably would have been.
Oh, it would have been
'Cause he would've
I
said the
think
guy-
they both probably would have got arrested.
Yeah, could have. But I'm sure, who knows?
Yeah,
Again,
yeah. We got a line about the knife. And
yeah, he lied.
He's in there with a gun.
Because he
Yeah.
didn't even, it took him a while before he told the police that he came out of the vehicle with a knife. It's
Yeah.
pretty much
Oh, I
after-
bet. Yeah,
So,
yeah. I wouldn't have said it either.
so yeah, they arrested him. The guy on the motorcycle did not get arrested. So they went on their they went on their way. But the guy that called 911 ended up arrested. So it's a good lesson. You can't get into those type of situations.
That's some good self control not to shoot at that point though. So I mean, it's apparently he was legally carrying, and he was carrying, which we talk about. If you have a concealed carry license and you're gonna carry all the time, and he did.
Yeah, he did.
He had his wife with him, protected her potentially. So good on his part.
But the only thing
Self control to not shoot him.
Well, self control would have been
don't
not to stop.
Yeah, not to stop. The guy pulls over, just keep going.
Just keep going. Dude pulled out in front of you. Okay, I get it. He pulled out in
Yeah,
front of you.
yeah. The self control
Yeah.
part was on the not shooting, not on
Yeah.
the hey, I'm gonna get in an argument over
Yeah,
this
just going by.
stupid somebody cutting me off or whatever.
Yeah,
It's just dumb. I just it's just not worth it.
no, not worth it.
I mean, we didn't go chase down those guys the guy that shot you the double bird.
No, we did not. I'm just impressed he did it. I'm just glad he didn't stick his foot out the window or anything.
Go for the quadruple.
I didn't pull out in front of that guy.
No, you
It's
pulled out.
plenty-
You
there's
pulled out. in
plenty of
front of-
time.
Oh no, you pulled out. in front
I was already going straight.
It's like you
whatever.
waited till he got up on you.
Whatever. No, I did not. All right, let's move on. I don't know why this got into mine. I didn't, like I said, I didn't get mad about it. I thought
No,
it was
it's
funny.
hilarious. I told Jenny about it the other day.
Oh,
She thought it was pretty funny.
told the wife about it. Huh?
I told my wife about it.
All right, so let's move on to the use of force number 2. This has kind of been billed as a stand your ground case in Florida, which I hate that term because it's misused quite often in the media. Stand your ground is not a defense for self-defense. It just means you don't have to retreat.
Right.
It just removes the avoidance element of self-defense. But they always call it, well, it's stand your ground. It's a stand your ground case. No, it's not. It's
Well, it's the media, so
it's a self-defense case. What happened here is you had an argument between 3 people, and I'm not sure exactly what started the argument. Might some of that information might come out later and change my thinking on part of this case. But you had 2 guys arguing with a single guy. They're into it. The 2 guys,
like guy not married. How'd you know he's not married?
one person.
Oh,
I don't know if he's married or not.
you said single guy.
He's ready. Well, whatever. Why even? Just let me get through this.
All right,
So 2 guys arguing with
another guy.
another guy.
All right,
The 2 guys get in their truck and leave. Then they come back, which is never good. When
No.
you leave and then come back, you never know what's happened. Did they go get something?
where were they at? Do you know?
Outside some retail store.
Okay,
I can't remember what kind of retail store it was, but they were in the public outside of a retail store.
like
So you-
Dick's.
Huh? So you're an idiot. So
What's a sporting
They're
goods
arguing
store?
back and
I
forth.
thought you were talking about a sporting goods store. Go ahead.
no, just a retail store.
Oh, okay, that's retail.
I think it was like a convenience store or something.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember for sure.
Hmm.
They didn't really go into a lot of detail what kind of store. I don't know why we were talking about that. Anyway, so they're arguing back and forth. So when they come back, you've got the guy on the passenger side, and you've got the driver standing over by the driver's side. The guy on the passenger side is really going back and forth with the other individual, and they're arguing back and forth. And it wasn't but just a couple of minutes, and the guy that was alone pulls a gun out, starts toward the guy on the passenger side, shoots him.
Oh crap!
Dude jumps in his truck. As he's getting in his truck, the driver's now jumping in the truck so he
Yeah.
can take off. The guy runs around the back of the truck, comes up to the driver's side window, fires through the driver's side window, apparently hitting this guy because when he threw it in reverse, he crashes. I mean, he goes straight back and crashes. I think he's the one that died. And the other guy is seriously injured. But then there's a lot of media reports. Well, why ain't this stand your ground? There's some racial aspects to it. It didn't really pertain to what we're talking about, but that's part of the media part of it.
So did the two guys at the truck have any weapons?
In the vehicle, they did find a gun.
But nothing
that was evident.
Nothing that the other guy saw.
Nothing that the other guy saw. What the guy said, he told the police he thought they were going back to the truck to get a gun, so he fired first. You can't, you can't do.
No.
Just because you think somebody's going to go get a gun doesn't give you the right to shoot.
I think you're about to shoot me. Let me shoot
absolutely. you. And that's some of the argument.
You got one sitting right there. Don't reach your hand up. I got you.
Yeah, that's why he got arrested for murder. He's in jail. So
no, he should be.
Yeah, absolutely should be. Now, I think there might be an argument that could have been made for the first use of force, depending on, what was going on between those first two guys. He might have been able to make an argument, but as soon as he ran around that truck and shot the other guy when they were fleeing.
How do you make an argument for the first one?
I don't know. He could have been. He might have been able to. I'm not saying he could have.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better chance of that than when he ran around the truck to chase the other guy.
Yeah, I don't see how you make either one of them.
Florida does have stand your ground, which means you don't have to retreat. It doesn't mean you can go after them.
Yeah, initiate. He initiated.
What's odd is in California, you can. Part of stand your ground in California is you can move toward the aggressor.
Oh, yeah.
So just
you get your gun rights taken from you if you do.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm not sure all the media. There's some aspects of that might be the reason
interested
for that.
to hear what you had to say.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know we'll talk about that in a minute. But for this one, you can't.
Well, let's talk about this.
Initial confrontation was a non-deadly force confrontation.
Yeah.
You can't even use disparity of numbers because the second guy was standing over, even though they were arguing back and forth.
They both were away from them, right? They both were pretty good distance away.
Yeah,
so,
Well,
the two guys in the truck shouldn't have come back.
No, they were two pieces of trash.
Yeah, so they shouldn't have come back.
But they didn't deserve to die.
Well, not then, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely, they shouldn't have come back. Nope. They were. I don't know what happened in the story that started the argument, but
any idea how long in between them leaving and coming back?
Didn't look. I seen the video. It didn't look like it was very long.
So the other guy,
could have been a cut video.
The single guy didn't have time to leave.
It could have.
He's probably looking for a wife.
It could have been. But he might be getting one now.
He will. Oh, that's terrible.
I'm going to put that as a show title. I'm looking for a wife. Let me write that down. You go ahead.
Go ahead with what? You got all the information.
What are you talking about this case?
Oh, well, I didn't say anything about the case. Two guys shouldn't have come back. He probably didn't have time to leave. He probably should have went ahead and he could have gone back in and maybe called the police. Hey, these two guys are harassing me. Can we get somebody over here? That probably would have been a good idea.
Yep.
Being inside the store, when they roll back in, you definitely can call the police or maybe even get the convenience store owner or the owner of Dick's Sporting Goods to lock the door wherever he's at.
Yeah,
I don't know where he was. You didn't say.
I don't think it was a sporting goods. I think it's like more of a retail.
You don't think it was
convenience store type of place?
Oh, okay.
So anyway, it doesn't matter.
He could have gone back inside and called the police, especially when he sees them rolling back up.
But I think once you started the use of deadly force, once the threat was gone, he had to stop. He didn't.
No, he
continued the threat.
Yeah, the other guy wasn't coming after him. The other guy was trying to get away.
So even if he had an argument that first interaction
he could have had a good self-defense on the first one, and the second one is murder.
Yeah,
straight up murder.
So even if he goes to trial, he could win self-defense on that first shooting, but the second shooting is going to be definitely murder. Yeah. I don't see any way around that one. I imagine there's going to be a lot of media on this one.
So I'm assuming there's some racial aspect to it. Then I guess
the two guys were just for full transparency. The two guys were two white guys. They were jerks, man.
Yeah.
They were just
and then the
jerks.
black guy was the one that pulled the gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and you've seen a lot in the media. Why does the black guy not get to use stand your ground? Which again, stand your ground is not.
But it's fine. But the other guys aren't pulling weapons and shooting at him.
No.
So. Okay.
So that's
Right,
that's
so-
the first two cases.
People
The-
like to argue. Man, I
Yeah,
swear.
man.
You never know what somebody's going to do.
No, and
You have no idea.
and part of carrying a firearm is you got to avoid those type of situations. You've just
Oh,
got
man,
to.
It's pride, man. It's ego.
Golly, it's just
Ego.
so-
you don't want
You
to.
see it all the
You
time.
don't want to back down.
in all these cases.
Yeah.
The next one's out of San Antonio. So you got a Texas man that defends himself at an ATM. So he's apparently drawing some money out of an ATM.
Okay.
Seen two men approaching him that he believed were going to rob him. So he shot and killed both of them.
Oh crap.
And I've never seen any reports on why he thought they were going to rob him. It was just they were approaching, so they might have had weapons. I didn't say.
Oh crap.
The sheriff's department said it was definitely a robbery gone bad for the two robbers.
Well, good on his part for being aware of his
Yeah, he
surroundings.
was well.
I mean,
he
that's
was very aware.
he
No,
picked-
no charges filed.
well. Did they? I mean, do we know if they had weapons invisible? Nothing. No.
It didn't
Well-
say. I even looked it up. I mean, I looked up several articles on it, and
Well, let's just talk about what's good about what he did. He was aware of his surroundings.
he was carrying.
He's not just so focused on the ATM that he didn't see somebody coming up behind him. He's carrying. Yep. He's quick to get to it apparently because two guys are now laying on the ground dead.
Yep. Yeah, they are doing some further investigation, but at the time of the
Hey, here's a done.
interaction,
You
there
ain't
was-
getting my money. How about that for a title?
I got that. Let's see.
Oh, you ain't got it that good.
I'll put that down. You can't have my money.
You ain't getting my money.
No, keep going.
Oh, all right. So good on his part. We gotta quit writing down titles. So, yeah. So he carrying good there. Good self awareness. Yeah, I assume he called the police pretty straight up. Right after, I guess.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. 'Cause
I wonder how much. Only does it say if what all he said to the police?
It didn't. It didn't.
I'd be
the,
interested to know
The
that.
sheriff's department was all for it. I mean, they talked about it was a good shoot, no charges filed, under further investigation. But at the time of the
So this must. You said it was San Antonio.
San Antonio,
Man, that's a shocker that he's. I could see maybe out in the counties and somewhere, but in big
Yep.
cities,
yep,
you wouldn't think. I guess it's a sheriff, not a city
yeah,
police.
I believe
so-
it was a sheriff. I think I don't have
So,
it
that's
still
fine.
pulled up, but yeah,
But-
it was a good one.
Sounds like he did good. If they're saying it was a good shoot, then
Yeah,
there's no
so
reason
I'll
for
try
us to.
I'll try to keep looking up on that
Yeah.
one, see if anything comes out of it, and do some updates as it goes. But for right now,
Well, I mean,
good
that's just
outcome.
that's good for all of us to be aware of your surroundings when you're at ATM.
Yeah, and that one's kind of similar to the one we talked about last week from the one from Los Angeles, where the guy was walking to his door, had
Yeah,
the coffee
where-
in his hand.
Had the coffee, had his earbuds in,
Yeah,
and he was fumbling to get his keys.
yeah, he wasn't aware. Turned out,
No, he wasn't aware until the gun was pointed in.
yeah,
Was placed in his back, and then he slung around his hot tea. It was tea. He slung his hot tea in the guy's face, and then
Yeah.
then the gun battle ensued.
So just an update on that one. I think you've probably seen it as well. It was on the news. So apparently, he's had his concealed carry license suspended.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was, and it seems like from what I've seen, that was due to more not of him doing something wrong, as opposed to as much as him just criticizing the police. It what
Yeah.
it seemed like.
That's what it seemed from the reports. That's what it looked like. But they did say he could have it reinstated as long as he follows all the required policies, such as proper notifications, which I don't know what that would be, and use of properly documented weapon. So what I'm thinking, and it didn't say for sure, but there's a list of guns that you can
Yeah,
have for concealed
yeah.
carry in California,
Yes,
and I'm
crazy.
wondering
Yeah,
if
it was a
that
good
gun he
one.
had was not on that list. That's
Oh,
why he
okay.
lost his concealed carry
Hmm.
license. It didn't really say, but with those things listed as that's how he could get his concealed carry license back. That's kind of
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. There's
kinda-
probably more
that's
to
the
it.
kind of crap that we need to get out of all these states.
Now, they
Stuff
vote
like
for
that.
these people.
I know they do, but it's ridiculous because it all filters down to good states at some point.
Yeah, I mean, and the list is not updated at all. There's
No,
there's
it's
some
yeah.
very few guns that you can have legally carry
Yeah.
in California. So, but I think that might be part of why he doesn't have it.
Okay.
So,
All right,
that
what's
was-
up next?
that's all the use of force cases I had.
Oh, that was it?
I did have one not update, but just kind of thought around. After the October 7th terrorist attack in Israel, there was a big push talking about providing guns back to the civilians in
Yeah,
Israel.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like that's happening.
No, it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, right now, from the last report I've seen, very few people still have any access to firearms. They're still taking firearms away from people that are not
That's
military.
nuts,
They're not allowing people to still get firearms. They took some from over toward the West Bank. People living in the West Bank, people still can't get firearms.
that just blows my mind. You get this big talk for a little bit, but
Yeah.
then
Yeah, so
it's the same old crap, and then you're left defenseless. That's why we got to battle everything that comes up, no matter how small it may seem to people. Bump stock, pistol brace, whatever. You can't just say, "Hey, that don't affect me." It affects us all because it's just one more step to taking our guns away and leaving us defenseless to
Yeah.
whoever and whatever.
yeah, that's brought it up because it's just a good reminder of why we have the Second Amendment, so we don't lose our gun rights to get in those type of situations where we can't defend ourselves. But yeah, it doesn't still. I mean, even with everything that's going on there, it's still very
Yeah, that's
difficult for people to
crazy.
get,
That's ridiculous.
firearms to protect themselves.
Yeah.
All right, let's move right on to gun and gear review. What you got for us this week?
I got nothing. I've been moving.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't even get to shoot. Hey, I got the move done.
Yeah,
My move is completed.
yay!
I may need to help move a table Tuesday.
All right, that's fine. No,
But-
let's just talk about that during the podcast.
Oh well, you asked.
I did get to shoot Saturday, so I'm still doing some work out there, getting the new berm built, or about 25% complete.
Don't know how you say 25% if it's 2 feet high.
Because I want to go 8 feet high. So 25% of 8 feet is 2 feet.
All right.
Is that not, how do
We
you
just
not
going
understand that?
I didn't know how tall you wanted it. Apparently.
What, 25%? I said 2 feet high.
All right.
Math is hard.
It is. I got a minor in math, thank you.
Oh, wow. Whatever.
I do.
Oh, I didn't say you didn't. All right, let's. Yeah, oh, no, we got these sidetracked here. All right, first thing I had is looking at getting a new target for our range, a dummy target, not you, a rubber dummy. The dog just came back in the room. Rubber dummy target, from Mr. Target. It's a self-healing target, just a head and torso, and it's not completely around. It's like you cut somebody in half. So,
Only half a person?
yeah, half a person. So,
That
but
sucks.
all the reviews I've
Why
seen
can't you get a full?
be more expensive.
Did
This
I
one is
get
not
that?
as expensive.
How expensive is half a guy?
$179. Yeah, not bad. That's without the stand. I figured we could build a stand for it.
Oh, yeah.
The stand was like
You
$200.
got to do something with your dog, man. He's under the table.
You better tell this wagon.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
yeah, self healing. Look like it'll take, as long as you don't shoot it in the same spot over and over. It's going to take 20,000 shots of like 9mm. Not as well for the
20,000.
something like that. Yeah, overall the whole target.
Okay.
You shoot it, and where you hit it, it turns black. You paint it back up and go again. So pretty neat little target. Looks like we're probably gonna get one.
I don't feel like just half the person. Though.
Let me hold on a second. I got a picture of it. Not good for our. We need to put a picture of it on the or put a link to it.
That'd be good for Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I said. We'll put a link to it. Trying to find a picture of it.
Oh, it's good.
Just a second.
Oh yeah, we'll be solid for this.
No, there.
That's not half the guy.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I thought you meant like split.
no,
You know,
split
vertical.
No, horizontal.
Oh,
What do you mean
yeah.
vertical?
like it's just like split down the nose or
Oh,
something.
you're
It's just
an
like
idiot.
Oh, this is just a torso. Just say torso. It's just torso.
It is. That's what I
head.
said.
Say that next time instead of half
Put
the
a
guy.
link. I'll send you the link. Put it in our
My
show
gosh,
notes.
yeah, that's cool.
I said it was cool. Yeah, so I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna get one of those.
Of course, it ain't the full guy. I don't need a full. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? What
Well,
would
no,
you-
it's not all the way around.
we wouldn't want to get a full guy out there anyway. I don't know what you'd do to it.
Okay. But anyway, probably going to get one of those. It's from Mr. Target. Pretty
That's
good
cool.
price. They're not a sponsor, but it looks like pretty good. There's a video of the guy shooting it.
I don't watch a video. We're doing a podcast.
I'll put a link to it in the show notes. The second review I had is a gun review, and this is my wife's Smith & Wesson Shield EZ 380. I love this little gun.
I like how you had to read that, like you didn't know what it was.
I had to read it. How did you like
you-
that gun? So This is a nice little carry gun for her.
Let's see.
Man, I love shooting that little gun. I took it out this weekend, shot it, and it's just a good shooting gun. It's got the easy rack. The magazine has got the little helper when to load.
Yeah,
the
like a
little
22.
Yeah, like a 22 has. It's semi-auto, single action, 380 ACP. It's got the adjustable sights. It's not optic ready. I think that, I don't know if I meant to look up and see if they had any of the newer versions. This one I've had for a year or so. 8 round.
You've had it for a couple of years.
Yeah, 8+1. It does come with 2 magazines. The price on it, MSRP is like $454. I'm gonna put it on my website for like $409. So I'm gonna have, if anybody wants, I'm gonna have a pretty good price on that. Overall barrel length of 3.675. Overall length 6.7 inches. It's just a nice little gun, man. It just shoots great. With the 380, the recoil is nothing. The racking it is just so easy, and it's just, I love shooting it.
Yeah, they got a 9mm version of that, but it's not as easy to rack as that one.
Yeah.
For
The
sure.
grips, it's got a grip safety. It doesn't have a trigger safety. The only, it's got a pretty spongy trigger.
Yeah, the reset's a little. It's not as,
Did you see the reset? The reset is so light.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
barely can tell.
barely
Yeah,
tell is
yeah.
the
You couldn't.
reset.
I just did that. You could hardly hear it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's a
those are good guns, though.
yeah. Love the gun. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I'm not crazy about the grip safety.
No, but I mean, I had no issues with it when I was shooting.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I can see somebody that hadn't trained a lot that in a high. What's the word I'm looking for?
High stress situation.
High stress situation might have a little bit of a loose grip. And that
They
could be a
could,
problem.
but I mean, yeah, I mean that's why people should get training.
Yeah,
Get
no,
used
I
to the
agree.
firearm. But
Yeah, I
I had no malfunctions.
Yeah.
I only
That's a nice
shot
gun,
50
though.
rounds through it, and I shot at various distances.
Well, we've shot it before, new. I don't remember ever having an issue with
I
it.
say just
Those are
a
good
nice,
guns.
nice gun.
Yeah.
Nice gun. All right. So, speaking of guns, check out our Instagram. What is our Instagram? Is that everything?
Everything guns _ podcast.
And then what's the other one?
Clear Creek Shooting
Clear Creek
33.
Yeah, we'll try to get some more videos put on there. I'm also looking at maybe doing some gun giveaway here pretty soon. Of one of the Diamondback DB9 9mm that I reviewed. I'm going to try to get one when they come back in stock. To take out to the range and actually should do some shooting with it. After we do some testing and stuff with it,
Yeah.
we might do a giveaway if we can get enough entries. And it's going to be a minimum of like 50 entries on that. I can't, even though I can't just give this one to our Louisville guy. We had to have more than one entry. So, but might be a gun giveaway on that. So all I'll have to do is transfer that to another FFL, wherever that's at for
Okay.
you, and do a giveaway. So we'll talk a little bit more about that next week once I can get one purchased.
Yeah. You got another gear review? Is that it?
Nope, that's it on the gun gear. So we can just jump right into some of the news stuff this week. So, we got a federal judge in Colorado that was hearing a lawsuit on the 3-day waiting period, on the 3-day waiting rule they got there. And you're not gonna believe this. So, in his ruling, he determined that the Second Amendment does not protect the right to purchase a firearm, just the right to have a firearm. Which I don't know how you get a firearm if you can't purchase it. And his logic was just unbelievably stupid. But that came, we talk about these, we're in court constantly on these things, and that was just a bad decision. No right to buy the gun, no right to buy a gun under Bruin standard is what he ruled. So it's amazing. But of course, that one's going to get appealed as they always do. So it's going to just crazy.
The stuff like that just stays in courts for so long. And these liberal judges, I don't understand how you can be a judge and not go by the law, as opposed to just, hey, I'm gonna have my whatever it is. What's what I'm looking for?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not listening to you.
Quit reading and listen
I'm
to
trying
me.
to
I'm trying to come up with something.
there was
I had a
something else.
profound statement to make, and I can't make it because you're sitting there scrolling through something.
Oh, here it is. So in what he said is, so here's a quote from him. Even if purchasing a firearm could be read into the terms keep or bear, receipt of a firearm without any delay could not be as the founders would not have expected instant, widespread availability of the firearm of their choice.
How does crap they know that?
Well, even if he did, I mean, so they also wouldn't expected us to have the internet. So does that mean we can't use the internet as part of the First Amendment?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
then,
just
how does he not expect somebody to be able to walk into a general store during that time and buy a gun? Because that's pretty instant.
yeah.
It's a lot quicker than we get them now.
It's definitely a stretch.
such
I mean, it's just
bullcrap.
like saying that it does. The First Amendment
Yeah.
doesn't protect web-based news because the founders couldn't have expected instant news. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
it's just
yeah, it's
silly.
ridiculous.
Just an argument from a anti-Second Amendment judge. But so that one is still going through. So not a good ruling on that one. But I'm sure Colorado's got other
Well, that's
issues.
the problem with politicians. It's a problem with or judges. It's a problem with lawyers, district attorneys. They're not keeping to the Constitution.
So
They all have their little social justice thing they want to promote and political agenda, and that's all they care about. They don't care about truth. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about people's safety. They care about themselves.
So on a good side, we did get a favorable ruling from the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Do what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Was you
Did
not
they-
done with that one?
Never done. I was done with it. Just
So
ignore me.
three judge did I? What did you say to me?
Yeah. No, keep going.
I was reading my next article. 3-judge panel declared the Biden's ghost gun rule unlawful. So,
Was that the one that they were divided? Did you hear? Is that the one?
oh yeah,
Where the
2-1.
the three judge panel was divided.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
It's so silly. You know, this
Is that
ghost
the one
gun
where they
thing,
had the 14-day stay to give them the time to appeal? Is that it?
They always do that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, I get so sick of hearing about these ghost guns. I mean, technically, we have the right to build a gun ourselves. You know, you only have to serialize it when you're transferring it to someone
Yeah,
else.
it's not
or
a
selling
ghost
it.
gun.
It's not a ghost gun. It's just silly. But
Whatever. I don't even know what the term ghost gun means anyway.
Oh, I mean, they've changed the definition of it so many times. So, I mean, the final that rule went into effect last year. So, it's a wide-ranging law, addresses more than just firearms without serial numbers. So, it's not actually putting a ban on making or possessing unserialized. It just talks about receivers and frames and anything that has long-standing tradition of building a personal firearm. So,
Yeah.
so it's just silly.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
definitely unconstitutional.
Off microphone there for a minute, petting your dog.
Don't blame me when your sound is terrible this time, not like mine. And then,
Yours was bad the whole episode, though. The whole episode.
yeah, it was bad last time. I hate that.
It was
I've heard
terrible.
and we complain about other podcasts that do
Yeah.
that.
I complained about ours when I had to listen to it.
Well, if you would have been listening during the podcast, you would
It's
have heard.
different when I'm sitting right
Oh,
here.
whatever. You just quit going in there. Let's just keep going here.
All right.
The next case, so it looks like the Supreme Court is going to hear the bump stock ban case next year. So I'll be interested to see how that.
I thought that was, I take it that's on appeal, because bump stocks are now legal, right? I thought they were legal.
There might be well, they're going to hear the case. There might have just been a what do you call it? Not a stay, but a injunction put on it
Yeah, must
until
have
it
been.
gets to the
Okay.
Supreme Court.
All right.
That's probably what it is. So, but yeah, because it just says the Supreme Court is going to hear it next year. So, be interesting to see how that goes. I'm still waiting for the decision from the domestic violence cases that they
Right.
heard not too long ago. So, the way that sounded, it's not going to go in favor that we want, but it'd be interesting their decisions on that one.
You can't trust any of them, though.
No.
You can't trust the conservative Supreme Court to follow the law and maintain gun rights is no more than you can a liberal one.
Well, I mean, all these cases just go to the point we've made several times that we're fighting the wrong battle. We need to be going after the NFA. But I don't know how you do that because a lot of these cases, if you don't have standing, you can't go to
Right.
court, and you have someone has to get standing, and to do that, someone's got to go to jail.
Well, what we need is our politicians to get rid of it.
Well,
That's what we need.
none of them understand it.
Well, I know they're morons, but that's what we need. We don't need to take it into court. We need to get away from it in legislation because that's how it was implemented.
Yeah. The problem is they don't understand what they don't have any clue about what guns are. But that was the three in the news. Let's see what else I got for today. What else?
Stay in the microphone.
I'm turning my page here. All right. Oh, I remember what it was. So did you read that USCCA article? So there's a concealed
no.
carry magazine that comes
Yeah,
out
I
monthly
meant
from
to,
the
and I just
USCCA,
been busy.
which is United States Concealed Carry Association, which also offers some coverage for legal defense if you're ever in you have to use your weapon or defend yourself.
At least we think
But-
they do.
Yeah, I hope they do. I'm paying them a monthly fee for it.
Yeah.
But they had an article, which I told you about a week ago, so you could read and be prepared for the case, but for the podcast. But good job on that. So basically,
I've been
talking
moving.
about a use of force case where someone was breaking into a family's home. A man calls 911, telling them, "Hey, somebody's trying to break into my house." As he's on the phone with 911 operator hears a shot. Here's his gun go off and tells the police, "Hey, they just heard a firearm go off." But the article talks about one of the first things they talk about is bad tactics, good result. And I understand. We've talked about it in our classes.
So what they say
before.
bad tactics? What was the bad tactics?
Because he shot the guy in the head. He
Okay.
shot the intruder in the head, and they made a comment in the article. Well, he apparently didn't have any training because we know everybody that goes through training is always taught to shoot center mass.
That's so stupid to
It's
say.
silly to say. It's just you don't know what was going on. Even if you're taught to shoot center
Crap,
mass,
maybe he missed.
he could have missed. He could have been
Yeah.
anticipating recoil or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the holier than thou. Hey, look at me. I've had training.
Yeah, I've got
Obviously, he didn't have training.
didn't have training because he didn't shoot him in the
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he didn't put two in the chest.
Yeah.
Maybe he forgot the two and just went to the one.
And then they didn't really talk about what he did. But, they,
two to the chest, one to the head.
I got it.
All right.
And they also mentioned he didn't go into a bedroom and lock himself in and wait, and which we talk about setting up a home defensive plan, and if you can make your way to an area where you can get behind another door, and if they come through that door, then shoot. But it's very even me saying it is
Yeah.
we've
What are you going to do
instructed
when you? What are you going?
somebody
What
breaking
do
into my house? I'm probably not going to go lock
when you
myself
hear
in my
when
bedroom.
you hear a noise. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. And I'm probably not gonna sit in my bedroom while somebody ransacks
I've-
my house
I've thought
downstairs.
before, when my alarm goes off, I go find out what's going on with it.
Yeah, I just thought it was I understand the premise of the article telling people to train and have a
Yeah,
and have
but
a
let's not be
home
holier
defense
than
plan.
thou
No,
and say obviously he didn't have training. They have no
you
idea.
have no idea.
No
You have
clue
no
if he
idea.
had training or not.
So as much as I like USCCA, that was a bad article.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one to see what people
Yeah,
comment on that
yeah,
article, because I'm sure there'll be a comment somewhere from somebody.
I hope so. If not, we should send a comment in. But yeah, that is
Yeah, y'all too. Y'all just send one in. Be a man.
whatever. But yeah, I thought just a bad comment.
Yeah,
there
it is
in
a
the
bad
article,
comment.
Where you could have.
It's an unneeded comment. There's no
you don't
need to
know.
say
You
it.
don't know what kind of training.
You have
Even
no
if he
idea.
didn't have training,
It was a good shot then.
It was a good shot. He was prepared. He called 911. The guy got in the house. He stopped the threat.
Yeah.
Good job on his part. It's
Yeah.
exactly what he was supposed to do. He had family. He might have had his family up in the room, and he was trying to protect them.
Yeah. It
You know,
don't matter. Yeah.
You don't.
It don't matter where he shot him. He shot him.
No, he shot him. So and killed the intruder. No
Yep.
charges filed. Did what he was supposed to do.
Yep.
So good job on his part, regardless of what the article
It's like,
said
when,
about his
it's like
training.
when we took our mom out to the range at one time. She's going for the head on everything.
Oh my gosh.
That's good shooting, Mom, if you're listening.
Yeah, okay. Not even going into that one. Yep. Yeah, good shooting. Good job on his part. So I did have a few, well, not a few, just a quick USPSA update for anybody that's interested in that.
Yeah.
I'll talk about have I talked about the YouTube channel yet? No, I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go through this
We
USPSA.
just briefly mentioned it.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. So, USPSA, of course, the board is always up to something. Practical shooting insight.
Yeah, that's the.
So he's been posting
he's
some
on
things on Instagram. So
Yeah.
if you're interested in USPSA news on what the BOD is doing, the board of directors, check out that guy.
Yeah, he's been interviewing a former employee.
Kim Williams, that used to be the director or the I don't know, not CEO, but managing director.
I thought it was Donna. Is it Kim? Who's this Donna person?
Donna's the new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the one that's in there now.
Okay.
Kim Williams is the one that
Okay.
went through the lawsuit, was supposedly fired for misusing the credit card for personal
That's
use.
one where they changed the deposition, right?
Yeah, where they changed the deposition and ended up settling outside of court with her because, of course, you don't want that to come out. But she's coming out now giving some of the dirt from these board members that some of them are still there, and some of the things that they've done in the past, and all they can do is just trash her. They don't come out and say the stuff she's saying is wrong. They're just trashing her. If you want to prove her wrong, open your books up. But
Yeah, it's
they're
real
not doing
simple.
that.
Just go
Yeah.
to go back and show your historical documents
Yeah.
of what's been going on since 2000.
Yeah, but they don't want to do that.
But they won't do it. They won't.
No,
they won't
'cause
even
they
let
can't.
new board members look at that.
No, they said the new board members don't need to see the historical documents to do their jobs. They won't let them see it, which is ridiculous,
That
to
makes
say
no
the
sense.
least. No, it makes no sense. But just cover up stuff that they've done, misuse of funds and things like that they've done in the past, if they've done it. But if you haven't, why not show your books? You're a nonprofit. You should be open and transparent to your members, which they are not. So that's the USPSA update. I think I am going to shoot another match here. Might be first of the year next year. The sectional match I shot this year is going to be while we're in Dallas for the NRA event. So I'm not going to shoot it, but I might shoot another local. Probably shoot a local match so I don't give money to the board.
Yeah, because you did so bad in the last one.
Yeah,
that why?
well, yeah, that and my practice is going pretty well.
Well, that's one thing. You talk about not giving money to the board. That's what if people would do that.
Yeah.
If people would actually take a stand, but it doesn't.
No, they
It's
don't.
easy to go and make a comment or something, but hey, then
And they're the
national
first ones,
the national fills up in 15 minutes.
which I don't know why.
Everybody got to go shoot nationals.
And it's-
We're gonna complain about all this, but hey, now it might affect me from getting to do something I wanted to do. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the stand now. I'll wait and comment later.
Yeah, shoot,
If
shoot
people
your
take a
local
stand, if the big names in the hobby, I didn't even say sport, if the big names would take a stand,
they're
but
not gonna
they're
do that.
not going to.
No, they don't even say a word about
So
it.
it's just the same old crap. I don't like it, but I don't want it to affect me, so I'm just going to continue doing what I do. Because people won't do anything about it. They won't take a stand. We're a weak nation.
Yep.
Weak. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yep, I know it. All right, so I mentioned the YouTube channel that I created. I don't know if it's easy to find. You need to look and see if you can find it. It's called Clear Creek Shooting. I'm going to start putting some videos. I did put one video on there from, I think I mentioned this a little while ago, didn't I? The Area 6 match that I shot in 2022.
Well, you mentioned a match. You didn't mention you put a
Yeah, I
video.
got one
Oh,
video.
I got to see that. Is it one you DQ'd on?
No, but I am gonna put the one I DQ'd on there. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I will put that video on there so people can see. I supposedly broke the 180, which I was running back to my right at an angle, changing mags, and I'm left-handed, so it's possible. But yeah, you'll hear those guys yelling, "Stop!" They love DQing people. But yeah, so check that out. We'll probably anything that we put on Instagram. The videos that we have on both our Instagram sites, we'll also post them on YouTube. I might post a few more videos on YouTube while I'm doing some work at the range and just some looks at the range and stuff that we're doing out there.
Hey, do you have it on there? Because I can't find it.
That's what I said. That's what I was wondering. I need to look at the settings. Yeah. Hold on a second.
I did this Clear Creek shooting.
I know, I
I've
did.
seen it all.
Look, there's my channel.
Well, I see it on your iPad. I'm looking on YouTube though.
View channel.
Is it public? Did you make it private?
I should have. I'm pretty sure I had it public. I'll look, make sure. Yeah. Anyway. So
What is it again? Just Clear Creek
Clear
shooting?
Creek Shooting. Oh, this is good podcasting right here.
Well,
Searching the.
well,
anyway,
I'm looking,
we're gonna
we're
get it to
talking
where
about your YouTube. Didn't
we'll get it to where
kinda-
people can check it out. Then if you can leave comments either on the YouTube or on the Instagram.
See, this is why I don't let you create stuff.
Oh, whatever. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
You told me to shut up again. You told me to shut up in the last episode.
I think I've told you several times during this episode because you won't shut up.
No, that's not very nice.
You get anything else? That's all I've got for this episode.
Well, if you're looking for Clear Creek Shooting on YouTube, you're probably not going to find it.
No, well, I'll look and see what's going on with that. and make
I guess
sure
I'll
that's-
take a look at it.
Oh, whatever. I can take a look at it. I might
Yeah,
not.
I'll
I'm
fix
pretty
it.
sure I put it on public.
Yeah, I'll fix it for you. I had to fix Mom's phone earlier. I'll fix this for you.
Whatever.
I can
Whatever.
take care of that.
All right. Well, that's all I've got. You got anything else?
I didn't have anything to begin with because
Yeah.
I've been down. If you forget
Oh,
this,
yeah. I
I've been
know.
moving.
You've been moving. Whatever.
Been moving.
All
So I'm
right.
still in the process of that.
That's all I've got. We are Everything Guns.
We're out.